Okay, everyone. Welcome to A&T Talk Podcast. This is where we talk about wrestling, talk about politics, we talk about everything in between. So, this is our first, video. We're going to try at it. Yes, I've been trying to do this for so long. We are going to try to get the Blue Yeti mic so you be able to probably hear us more better, and everything like that. Maybe get even better lighting, but that comes on later on. So, anywho, we're gonna talk about wrestling. Take that hair right there, so I can go ahead and shape myself up. So, of course, let's introduce ourselves. This is, of course,
Alexis.
yes, and Trey for the A and T talk. So, we're gonna start with the week of wrestling. We try to do a week of wrestling review. We do the ups and downs. We go over, let you guys watch What Culture video. Of course, we're not sponsored of them anyway, but still let you guys look into it, give our viewpoints on the events and matches and things like that. And, just go over the whole week. We do Monday Night Raw, we do Dynamite, and we do Friday Night SmackDown. Mainly because we're not watching NXT. Sadly, we don't like it. We're not watching Rampage because it has to go to work. And by the time we get her to work and back, sadly, since not Dynamite, but Rampage is 1 hour, guess what? We miss it.
Yeah.
So, sadly, we don't do those. We do pay-per-view events. We will let you guys, if we can listen into it, yes, we will be listening to it as well. So that means that, yes, you guys get to listen in to, we'll be listening to WrestleMania for free. Yeah, for free. Free, by the way. Make sure you understand that. Because we will be we're going over our live reactions to the match, and I will try my best to commentate. Can't say she'll be at work. Can't say she'll be at work. But we try to give our live reactions to it. Of course, like I said, it may not be all of it because, like she said, she'll be at work because she works Saturdays and Sundays, sadly. But we'll try to do it. And again, mind you, it's for free, by the way. So people who want to listen in, and I'll give my commentary on it. If a big maneuver is done, I will tell you what happened. Unlike most people who just, ooh, and not tell you what happened in the damn match. I'll try to do that. Because we have, Peacock. So AEW, I'll just try to find a stream we can jump into and listen into. Again, listen in. You won't be able to see it, but you at least should be able to hear it. For AEW, because we ain't paying for it unless we get some monetization from this thing. But anywho, let's go ahead and we're going to start jumping into this. So let's go ahead and change that so you can see this is this week in wrestling. Yes. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with Monday Night Raw. As you can see, that's What Culture Wrestling right there. Yes, that's our actual YouTube page that we created. So you're going to be listening. If you go to the YouTube page, yes, you'll be able to see our podcast, A&T Talk Wrestling podcast, and, of course, my Not So Common Sense podcast, which we'll be doing on here as well. So you'll be getting a lot of content. You get wrestling, you get politics, you get everything in between. So it's going to be something up here every time. So you guys should have a lot to look into. So just starting, but boy, it's going to be something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. So bear with me.
We just use What Culture just to keep
yeah.
things in line.
Yeah, say we use What Culture just to keep things in line. Thank you. We just use it to keep things in line. We watched these things, right? And my water right here. There you go. Get a drink of water real quick.
Oh,
Good water. Tell you, we just use World Coach so we can keep everything in line. We've seen the matches and whatnot that's going on. We just keep it in line. So they talk about something, we can talk about something. Because if we didn't have this, like you will see, there's gonna be times we don't have World Culture, and we're just gonna be flying all over the place. We talking about the main event and talking about.
We're trying to keep it in.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it in order because we are real wrestling fans, so we like wrestling, and things get kind of out of order quickly. But wrestling fans, when you talk about wrestling, you talk about the main event, and then you start talking about the opening match and backstage events and things like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to mute ourselves real quick.
The fact that our
This guy's
superstar
a
was
wrestler,
here
by
talking
the
about
way.
Finn Balor.
Now, also the bad thing about this that I would say I didn't like is the fact that this match you would think will have to deal with Edge, Edge, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Dominic, Dexter Lumis, Johnny Gargano, his wife.
First of all,
You would think it'd be something like that, but it wasn't because the brawl started. You would think that was what happened. No.
First of all, it was like where did Dexter Lumis and Candice LeRae
and Johnny
Gargano come through?
Exactly.
But then again, okay, they were beefing, I guess
about a week ago.
Right, yeah. Like so I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
That's just random.
Yeah, it looked random and it damn well was. Also, another thing I didn't like was the fact that you had, surprise, surprise, you had Judgment Day win. And I do understand, like, I think you bring it up in there that's like, it's kind of crazy because they still, when it's like, when Edge wins, he acts as if he lost anyway. And they still keep this feud going. Yeah. That's kind of bullshit.
It's over it.
Yeah. This should be like the first, like a start. Well, it's Hell in a Cell. It might not be a start. Might be somewhere in the middle. Well, I could start it, but I would start it with Hell in a Cell.
I mean, this should be over with. I mean,
this
you got
you had
Edge got a clear win.
Clear win over Finn Balor.
So it's like, what's the point of keep fighting?
Beth Phoenix landed the Glam Slam, Jaded. That's what it is for you AEW fans. Same maneuver right on to Rhea Ripley. and that would cause them to win.
So
Yeah. I'm over this thing. I'm hoping it just gets over and done with quick, fast, and hurry, so we don't have to worry about doing the Judgment Day Edge thing again. Edge can retire if you want to retire or do something else. Hopefully, he wins a title or some dumb shit like that because he hasn't won something like that in recent years.
No, he already posted that he didn't want to win a title.
That's stupid. He should have won a title.
He don't want to win a title.
Had something up to date. I mean, goddamn. Shit, Lita did it.
How many more titles do he need to win? I mean, he won.
He didn't win these versions of the tag titles.
I mean, he's already been a tag team champion. So
hell yeah, with Christian, but
so
you know,
he doesn't need. So he doesn't need.
It hasn't been nothing recent. I mean, you've been gone for 9 damn years.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, I know he's fucking over. It doesn't matter. He's a Hall of Famer. It's not going to change his goddamn career.
He don't need another belt, so he doesn't need to get another.
It's not going to change his fucking career anyway. But
so
there would still have been something. I mean, at least you did something with Lita, though. That made sense. You know, giving her the tag titles because she didn't have that because hers weren't invented yet, which does put her up there with the legends and putting her up there real high up there with some of the legends of female wrestling, because none of those other women can say that they won the women's tag team championship.
Okay.
You know, definitely her time period. Hey, shit, make it even better. I'll give her the damn SmackDown or Raw Women's Championship too, just for the fuck with it. But let's continue, shall we?
This resulted in Damian Priest and Dominic Mysterio taking on Johnny Gargano. What that means.
He almost let that go.
I can't tell a lie.
Oh, so it was on here. This is the one he ripped it up. Because, you know, that's why I stopped it. Because I was like, wait, so this is on Monday Night Raw. It's the one he ripped it up. Because I watched already SmackDown. So, you know, beforehand, I saw that he said it was ripped up. I said, when did you do that? Oh, he did it on the Monday Night Raw one. Okay, makes sense. I was going to say the same thing. You know, Dominic's going to be in the match with Ray, depending upon him, if they do allow him to fucking do some shit. Don't worry, I'll talk about that later on. Trust me. Rhea Ripley is definitely obviously in a match. She's taking on Charlotte Flair. And Finn Balor is taking on Edge. So, yeah, Damian is like the only one not doing anything. It was kind of weird. Oh, no. He may. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Don't dream more about him.
Maybe. Hopefully he's in there at least. 'Cause they normally do a battle royal at WrestleMania just so they can get a lot of people on the card and doing some things. Get that WrestleMania paycheck. Keep them out of catering. Get that WrestleMania paycheck going. Turn the volume off of that. You're going to play it. But yeah, get that. Because, that's what it really is. Try to get that paycheck. That's why they came up with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. What the fuck is Andre the Giant got to do with a Battle Royal? It's the fact that it rolls off the tongue. So yeah, nothing. So anyway, let's let the video continue to play.
Edge went because he just vanished.
Why would he need to
Co-host may be Bad Bunny.
No, he's doing
Maybe Bad Bunny.
no coach Bad Bunny. He's the host for one of the pay-per-views that they have in Puerto Rico.
Okay, so it's stupid. Don't know what the fuck this mean anyway, so it's nothing. I mean, it
still could be him.
Because I brought his ass up because he's on the video game. That's downloadable content that he get for pre-ordering, at least for right now. And like it matters any fucking first place, you can easily just download my off the creator roster. Anyway, the better version of
it
him.
It could be him, but I know he's already he already hosting for.
I think something in Puerto Rico because he's doing another.
I forget what the show.
I think it's Backlash, maybe.
Yeah, one of the shows.
One of the shows because they're doing a lot of these events outside of the United States now. They're trying to go more worldwide.
No, because some because most of the times all the big pay-per-views are held here in the States, so they're trying.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, 90% of your viewer base is where in the United States. I mean, hey.
So
yeah.
Background, we also saw Damage Control beating up.
Yeah, but see, he didn't pay attention to the thing that I know the cameraman at WWE was focusing on, the fact that
the height
difference, and like with Shaquille O'Neal, hand difference. Yeah, he big, nigga big, bro big, yo big, real big. Big ass hands, big ass feet, and tall as hell.
They just trying to get a little over almost his height.
Over his height, and they did it excellently. I'm not gonna lie, they did it excellently. And he tossed Brock Lesnar out of the ring. which is good.
I mean, you gotta think. Brock Lesnar is not a small, lightweight man, so
He's nowhere near
it's not
small.
like. I mean, yes, Omos is big. Yes, Omos is powerful, and still, if Brock Lesnar don't want to get moved, Brock Lesnar is not going to get moved.
And that's probably what happened when they stuffed it up.
That was the purpose of showing. That was the whole. It wasn't a fluff, but it was the purpose of saying that even though Omos is big, if Brock Lesnar doesn't want to be moved,
Brock Lesnar's
not going to be moved.
He's undersold it purposely, because he did sandbag a little bit, but he's supposed to sandbag it a bit.
Right, like
I mean, no, I'm not going to say that Omos cannot lift up Brock Lesnar if he really wanted to.
Right,
he's 400 something pounds, and he can easily lift up.
The whole point
Brock
of
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar still can use his power
exactly. That's why it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be seen that Brock Lesnar trying to stand his ground a bit. That's why Omos did not really talk, because he talked Brock Lesnar, be real. Like, you can understand some of these wrestlers you may think are in the same weight class and like, oh, they can move you really easily, by the way. Like, you can say, well, goddamn, Omos in the same weight class as Brock Lesnar. He can't move him for real. And you'd be surprised he can really toss Brock Lesnar for real. Same thing with, well, not the same thing with Brock Lesnar. He can't move 500 like that real easy, but he can move.
Like, Brock Lesnar is not just going to be able to just scoop up Omos
like that. He's 500. I know he's like 415, but 500 pounds. That's, I mean, that's telling you when weight wise, there's no difference once you get past like 300. Seriously, once you get past 300, there's no difference.
But
that 400 is the same as 500.
But it was just going to show you, even though Omos is the bigger guy, stronger, quote unquote, strong guy, but if that other guy doesn't really want to budge, he ain't going to budge. He going to have to put some work in.
And this match came about because, yes, Brock Lesnar was supposed to take on Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. So the disqualification was just a way for them to get out of that, because it's supposed to be ambiguous, because they didn't know, because they were still waiting. So that's why he low blowed. That's why he wanted to do a low blow on Bobby Lashley, because that's why I made it ambiguous who really won the match. Bray Wyatt said Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, whoever wins that match, I'm coming for you. And it was both be ambiguous of who really won the match.
And speaking of Bray Wyatt, isn't he, like, I don't know if
I was about to say he's sick.
He's supposed to be hurt or something.
He's hurt or sick, but he's going to miss WrestleMania. So Bobby Lashley, I don't know. He's not going to he's not moving from WrestleMania. I mean, I definitely wouldn't. It's not my fault. My damn, opponent wanted getting sick, but I didn't. There you go. I wouldn't, budge. I'll stand my ground with Triple H and say, I don't care if you throw me in there, and I just have a promotion. I'm going onto that stage, on that screen at WrestleMania. So you find me an opponent, or you find me a promotion or something like that, well, I'll just go out there in the fucking ring and just sit there and look stupid for about 5 minutes, because I'm getting my money.
Okay, so anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, that's just dealing with that. This happened because Brock Lesnar said, "No, I ain't doing no Bray Wyatt." So I ain't doing Bray Wyatt. They like, well, we don't want you to do Bobby Lashley because it just happened. And so he's like, almost? Yeah. That's why this looks like a Vince McMahon match, because it is. It's for the F5. Oh my God, Brock Lesnar lift up Omos. He lifted up Big Show was 500. So he should be lift up Omos who's 4. But who cares?
Were shaking hands too, Brock was unable to break this
Yes, you don't want to stop it. You don't want to say. You don't want to say it. LA Knight, who's not from LA, he's from Salisbury, Maryland. That's not a joke. He's originally from Salisbury, Maryland. He moved down to LA. Yes. Had to say that. LA Knight from Salisbury, Maryland.
Twists, no more turns. Let's just use WrestleMania for the platform it should be.
Now, as I was trying to say, now this is good. I'm glad he's jumping into this too, because I'm going to jump right into it.
One recent one.
I should be doing that already. Hold on. Let's see in here. The most recent one that was. Can't do this one. Look that up. Seriously. It's on Charlotte County. I'm trying to get something to eat. But yeah, like I was trying to say, I'm loving it with WWE. Look at yourself first. I love what WWE is doing with WrestleMania so far. Triple H is doing right. If he is going to do this, follow the KISS method. Keep it stupid simple. That's how I learned it. Keep it stupid simple. That's how it is. Keep it stupid simple. Gotta go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Seriously. First, do that. If you're feeling sick, go do that, girl. I always tell people that too. I feel like I'm feeling nauseated. Throw up and get it over with. Get your body what it wants. The body says something in your stomach is not supposed to be there. Do it. Oh boy. But yeah, like I was trying to say. So far, he looks like WWE is doing the right thing when it comes to WrestleMania. They're doing the KISS maneuver. Keep it stupid simple. And it is stupid simple. At least right now, we don't know about the whole thing with Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. For myself, I can say I don't give a shit. You can have Rhea Ripley have a good quality loss to Charlotte. She doesn't have to get the title yet. Or you can put it on Rhea Ripley and have Charlotte Flair lose. First time in my life I see Charlotte Flair as a transitional champion. But for her to make it up to that 16-17 mark, she has to lose the belt. But yeah, so I'll definitely do that. The whole thing with, Bianca Belair, I will have her win, give, Asuka, this new version of Asuka, her good qualified L, so she can finally lose. booking Bianca to be that, Roman Reigns-esque type female wrestler. Pretty good. But yeah, so far I'm liking it.
To make you feel all warm and fuzzy in your
No, I wouldn't put him against Cody Rhodes and so on just to lose. That'd be stupid. But I would put him in a title match, have him a title match or something like that. Go ahead. Give him some type of title match or something. Maybe U.S. Championship, both against yeah, you would no, yeah, yeah. Austin Theory, I can see him doing that. I was thinking if that was a good match or not, but yeah, he could win against Austin Theory. You know, do that, or hell, Gunther, if you want, give Gunther another real challenge. You booking Gunther to be this like Brock Lesnar-esque type character. Why not just go full steam ahead?
Gunther's next opponent will be Lesnar.
I know I wanted to literally be Lesnar, but if he's not doing to be Lesnar, that's what I'm saying. If Brock Lesnar, goes off to the sunset, take his cowboy hat, tip it, and go off to the sunset at WrestleMania, this is the only reason why I'm bringing that up. Because Bronson Reed will be a good, person for that. Or hey, guess what? You do know Gunther had the title the longest since anyone. Period. A good person to beat him, Bronson Reed, right? Let's not lie about it. So Bronson Reed could take the Continental. You know, pretty good.
And ultimately, Elias got absolutely wrecked here, hit with this.
I was about to say the same thing. I just literally took a shower recently that lasted longer than his match did, for real. And I'm loving the fact that what they doing with Elias and damn, I forgot his name. Who the guy that's with him? Rick Boogs. Hey, he's not really doing much, but still, he's funny. He's being funny. Goofy wrestling. He's supposed to be taking notes and whatnot. I just love when wrestlers just be assholes. Seriously.
Squash matches, and I'm certainly starting to go, oh my gosh, he's such a monster. That's the idea. But wait a minute.
Yeah, nope.
If
not
they
that
were
go.
so worried about her, why weren't they around earlier when she was being killed? So once again, we'll get into this later when Kevin Owens was here. This guy. Now, his whole point is still very simple. There was a time when he needed Sami Zayn's help to fight the Bloodline, but what did Sam do? He actually joined up with these Poindexters. So now, no, he doesn't want to hang out with them. I mean, given their past, he does hope that Sami Zayn is okay, but he don't want to be a team. He also turned his attention to Cody Rhodes because later on he is going to be having a street fight with Solo Sikoa, and he was like, look, I appreciate the chat last week, but I don't want your help either. So when it does come to my match in a few hours, appreciate it if you stayed out of my business. Now, even if you only just got into this tale, it's so obvious what's going on here. And I tell you, when we get to the main event, it gets even better. We're just being so damn effective with our storytelling. And Kevin Owens, especially, is so damn good at it. And I hope that in the next 12 months, he does become the WWE champion. That's right, I said it. We also had this clip where Austin Theory was hanging out with the Street Profits from earlier in the day. And no one actually explained to me why this was being filmed. Theory was quite pleased that John Cena had eviscerated him too last week, because as far as Austin is concerned, well, as long as people are talking about me, who cares? I was like, well, there it is. This dude is a narcissist. This is where the Street Profits found him, and Montez Ford basically was like, John Cena thinks you're an absolute moron. And after a bit of back and forth, it turned out that we were going to do Austin Theory versus Angelo Dawkins later. I don't know about you, but this felt to me like after WrestleMania, Austin Theory will still be the US champion. Maybe, just maybe, he does a feud with Montez Ford. Now, of course, it's been rumored for a while that we were going to do something with Montez, but do not sleep on Dawkins. I'll tell you one massive reason why. Because we then did have this match over the last 12 months. Angelo has just got so much better, so we should take two people and try and both get them over. I mean, it didn't help here at all, because even though he kept trying for the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, eventually Austin Theory was like, I'm bored of this. He hit the A-Town down, and he got the 1, 2, 3. It was a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. And then afterwards, Theory put Dawkins in the STF, as if John Cena was going to see this and be like, oh, I'm so insulted. How dare you do a wrestling move in a wrestling ring on a wrestling...
You know we're going to talk about it. You know we're going to talk about it. Yeah. So, I know I left it kind of echoey in that one, because it muted. But anywho, you know we're going to talk about the Street Profits. Because right now, I mean, New Day is pretty much broken up without being broken up. But they still have possibility of coming together because Big E broke his neck. Okay. And Cooper Kingston broke his ankle. So Xavier Woods is out there on his own. So ain't nothing about that. But Street Profits, I do not want to see them broken up.
No.
I do know that they're talking about, you know, more and more about doing that.
Every time you get a tag team, they want to break
But
them up.
because WWE it's like one of those things is like they look at their hand and say, all right, so what second you gonna break up? As soon as the tag team is formed. All right, so this next second you about to break up. It's like, why can't we just do tag team wrestling? You know, can't we just do tag team wrestling? Be tag teams, you know? And I do believe that D'Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford can be in singles matches. Yes, it's not impossible. You just have the single wrestler go and wrestle. You do know that, right? Just as easily you can put single wrestlers together to make a tag team, it's as easy as you can have tag team wrestlers be in single competition. You do know that, right? Wow. I mean, AEW does it all the time. We just had a beautiful match with, you know, MJF taking on Bryan Danielson. And everyone completely forgot that Bryan Danielson is a part of the Blackpool Combat Club. Why? Because he had a good match. They didn't come out and interfere. They didn't, you know, cost MJF the match. MJF can just do whatever the hell he wanted. Yes, even when he was getting beat up, they didn't help him. You didn't even know that he was actually still in the fraction because you allow for it to happen. Well, guess what? You tell me WWE can't do it? Why?
Show. This is when Ford ran down to make the save, so once again we are teasing this, and we should.
Now, I know that doesn't come off the way that you expect it to, but for me, I'm like, actually, yeah, Ray. You this had nothing to do with you being present. You could have easily got your son a Lambo. Let's not lie about that. He could get him a Lamborghini easily. Rey Mysterio, yeah. Off of his damn name alone, he could have got that shit. He didn't have to be there, Ray. So if that happened, bruh, you should have spoiled his ass with that shit. So if that's real, which probably is, it's like, Ray. Oh no, Ray. You just showed your boomer side. Because really, truthfully, yeah, the BMW is still it's like luxury, but it's starting to die off as one of the hype cars. By the way, which is funny because it still is luxury, but anyone is like BMW. That's like your high end, but normal people can get BMWs if you're slightly over your average salary. Only rich people can get like real good Mercedes and Lamborghinis. So if you know your taste in cars, that's the thing.
And it wasn't an M series. I was on the floor.
No, just straight up no. I'm sorry to say that. No, I can't see, you know, Dominic Stereo actually winning this one.
He better not.
Backstage again. I was mad at Trish Stratus. I was like, why
Yeah.
can't you
Well, I have to disagree on that one as well. Like, I don't think that she should go heel first and foremost. You just got your ass totally stomped out by Damage Control, and you're just gonna befriend them. Like, they did attack her legitimately and whatnot. That'd be kind of stupid. And number two,
And what do she gain?
exactly what you gain for being a heel. Definitely,
No, what do she gain being with Damage Control?
exactly. It's like, and you know, Trish Stratus is just going to what disappear into the sunset at the WrestleMania. So, yeah, no, definitely should. And yeah, Dominic needs to lose because he's been on a real high streak as of late. Had not lost a match as of late, period, since we got into the WrestleMania season. So he needs to lose. He's been doing all this shit to Rey Mysterio. This will be another Triple H Booker T maneuver. As the Booker T was literally belittled and it had racist undertones to it. Instead of having Booker T come out victorious, you had Triple H win. And that is being talked about to this day, not in a positive light, by the way, in a negative light of things you should never do. One of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time. You say that it was one of the worst WrestleMania matches of all time. Somebody's going to say Triple H taking on Booker T. Not only did you have the racist, bigoted individual win, he was racist and bigoted as well. He was racist. He said people like you don't become champions. What you think people gonna take it as? Him talking about people like you who are black. So yeah, no. Dominic needs to lose. He's been played out over and over and over and over and over again of him supposed to get his comeuppance. Don't blue ball people. Again, keep it stupid simple. Rey Mysterio comes out there, he's finally pissed off. He's finally angry. He finally sees his son as a wrestler, and he puts the boots to him. As a Hall of Famer should. He comes out there, he beats his son, teaches him a lesson, schools him. Fans go home happy.
This is Baron Corbin. And yes, once again,
Now I wouldn't make him the sad Corbin. That was kind of bullshit. I hated him because you're making fun of poor people, and this man is obviously a WWE superstar. He's nowhere near it. You know, maybe he goes back to his lone wolf phase.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Lone wolf phase. Okay, can't rely on anybody else. I'm trying to get on WrestleMania. I couldn't get on WrestleMania. The only way I can get on WrestleMania is taking on the Andre a Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and he wins it. You know, and I had to do it by myself with no one help. Do that type of thing. Get his lone wolf phase going on. He can have him grow out his goddamn head if you need him to grow out his goddamn head. If he can't, he could be balding. But hey, you don't know. He can still do it bald. Who gives a shit? But don't do that sad Corbin thing. That was bullshit. I hated it. I like confident, competent wrestlers.
People that voted
Yeah, same here. But I'm not liking the fact that they're breaking up Alpha Academy. But if you have to, yeah, I'll do it this way. You know, but hey, it is what it is. I would like Alpha Academy to stay together. Because they still make a good team and something you can just throw out there for them to win in the tag division. Actually, need some people. I mean, for real, they really do. Because after the Usos lose, you're going to start needing people who are going to actually be competent. Exactly, you need competent people to actually hold that title because there's going to be two of them. Raw brand and SmackDown brand, if that, but it's still going to be tag titles out there, and you're going to need somebody to be able to go up against Kevin and Sammy. We will get to that very soon.
week how the Oscar Bianca Belair food is kind of feeling a little bit
Exactly.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that definitely. You know, um, it's just weird right now what they're doing with Oscar and you know Bianca. You're not wanting one to be a heel. You want them to both be baby faces, but that doesn't mean that they can't go against each other and things like that. And this whole thing of them being hands off is kind of crazy. Just allow these wrestlers to be wrestlers and do things. You know, give them a story.
Which brought us to our main event, which was indeed Kevin Owens versus.
Yeah, we don't even need to really let him finish. This was a good match, but the whole thing is stupid. This was stupid. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me get one ready. By the way, let me take that down. But the dynamite ready. Yeah, but yeah, that's why I paused it. So anyway, it was that the ending of it was kind of crazy because it just basically ended abruptly and stupidly. You know, Kevin Owens was talking about how he didn't need any help and whatnot, and then you get straight kicked in the jaw by both the Usos, dragged outside back to the ring, get the Samoan spike, and there you go, fade to black. Like, okay, he didn't even try to make it seem as if anybody's going to show the fuck up, but it's like, really, you're not. You're just going to allow it to happen. Okay, that's kind of weird. It ended pretty weirdly. All right, now we got Dynamite over here. We're going to talk about, put it on the screen for you guys so you can see. Bam, he's talking about Dynamite. You know, let's just play a little bit, and then we get to Friday Night SmackDown.
It's for to start Dynamite, and as a man who was
So, yeah, there we go. The four pillars of AEW, by the way. In a fatal four way, AEW always knows how to put on matches. I'm just, it's significantly different between AEW and WWE. They can just sell you on the match itself. WWE got always have a story. It's just a difference. Seriously. that black eye and busted vessel is real. I think I saw exactly when it happened. You know, so yeah, because sometimes you try to make it, but it happens in these matches. You gotta be professional, be able to work through it. Damn. Actually, they're not really heels. They're like the rule breaker, your Stone Cold type people. Stone Cold type people be after the match as much as anyone else did, and they liked them for it. I mean, we do have your literal Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Moxley anyway. So yeah, that's that with that. I had to agree. I had to agree. But I wouldn't be doing this on a random ass dynamite. So if you got a pay per view event coming up, I will have the feud continue on until that pay per view event, and then have her do it there. And no, you do not give them a 5 minute, 10 minute, hell, even a 15 minute. You give them up to the damn 20, 30 minutes that they truly deserve. Because
Build a story.
yeah, it builds a story. Not only does it put
No, they need to build. They want her to be the one to break the street. You need to build the story.
Mhm.
So
that's the reason why I said you gotta have it continue onto a pay per view. If you got a pay per view event popping up, later on down the road, you continue this on to that pay per view event. This is not end on no random ass dynamite. You put them on, put them together. They feud all the way until it. They don't have to be in the match. You just had to come out and just interrupt each other, had them, fight each other after the match here and there, talk trash here and there, and then when the review event come, it's not a 5 minute thing. It's a 30 minute thing almost, 20, 30 minutes, because to give Ty Valkyrie a good push, and damn straight it pushes Jay Cargill to seem like the champion that she's supposed to be, and that we all know she is. It's not the fact that she needs to win within 5 minutes. She can go the distance. Seriously. Treat these women like they're supposed to be treated. Now you might be wondering why that's important, because I paused it for a reason. That's important because the break-in for the title actually did happen in real life, and like good old Vince McMahon taught us, if it's something that happened in real life and you can use it, use it. Right? So instead of it being some random person, here you go. Here's the person who supposedly broke in and stole the title. So yeah, good job, AEW.
Now, what I think has happened here is that some
So you hear the name finally, international title. So it's not your intercontinental, it's international, a little bit different, same, teach their own. But yeah, I still like it. Instead of calling it All Atlantic, even though it really doesn't fucking matter, you could have called it All Atlantic and had other people win it. It's not part of the Atlantic, Atlantic coast and whatnot. It doesn't mean anything. because real and truthfully, titles don't really mean shit as soon as you get to it eventually. You know, but I saw glimpses of this match and it was good. My God, it was good. Jeff Jarrett still got it. And of course, Orange Cassidy, great. They try to sneak one in. Don't worry. I'm good.
Professional wrestling, whatever that means.
Let that go back a little bit.
Honestly, did so many tricks to make us think it was going to Double J could go after it. That's what he did. But any time the piece of fruit tried to get back on.
Yeah, you know I'm going to talk about the Shop Master. That was a good thing. I love it. One of the best botches of all time. You don't want to try to get the food yet? I said fruit because talking about Orange Cassidy. you know, or you just like you want to go there and get it instead of being delivered.
I mean, I'm waiting for us to finish because in the point.
I mean, you gotta get delivered here. You're gonna get it delivered.
Okay, when you finish, we can.
It's gonna be in the couple another 30 minutes, almost an hour basically. We got another one to talk about.
You ain't gotta do it all in one day, Trey.
Calm down. You got it. Doing both of them. Got one more. Calm down. He is literally carrying that grown man like he's luggage. He's carrying a grown man like he's luggage. He's legit carrying Orange Cassidy like he's luggage. Like he's luggage. Let me toss in this bag in here. There you go. No way, yo. No way you carrying a grown man like that. A full grown man. No. God, yo. AEW is good. Like, this is what I want to see with Omos. Can we not have that? I mean, is something wrong with that? Can we not have Omos carry another grown man like he's luggage? Like he's luggage? And take him and fling him into the carry him like he's luggage. Oh man. Exactly. It was great. I watched this match. This was excellent. You know, seeing this here, this was the point where you went for the surprise roll up, didn't work. You know, they had a little back and forth, and just like you seen, just coming right off the ropes, he gave him that Superman punch, that Roman Reigns real quick to that jaw. Bam, 1, 2, 3, calling the night. AEW knows how to have matches.
How anybody could watch this and not have a good time, unless you're a negative.
No, yeah, she did get fined for that, by the way. Later on, you found that out. She did get fined for that, saying that thing, saying that word. But like she said, I'll take that fine any day of the week because yes, that was still a good. That was a good maneuver. AEW shouldn't even find the fourth for real. I wouldn't have if it came out to be in that way. I was still just tell like, hey, just don't say stuff like that though. But still it worked out.
Did it get me? When Tony Storm was like, all right, actually thought
Kind
this
of
was
obvious
really
why
good,
I let that
especially
one
because
play.
now, if you want to do some fire
And yeah, let's not talk about the hanger right there as well. The cliffhanger was, what happened. We don't know. We gotta find out this weekend. I mean, next week. It was pretty good. Let's go ahead and get SmackDown out the way and call it a night. No, you don't, Verizon. Can't do that. Not sponsor. Not sponsor.
And is every single episode, Michael Cole is totally surprised that it's sponsored by Progressive. He's like, oh, car insurance. Wow. Also, hello, my friends, and welcome to Ups and Downs, the show where I review wrestling. And today, obviously, we are going to focus on SmackDown. I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler. By the time you get to the main event, you better have a tissue ready, because water is going to come out of your eyes. Don't worry about car insurance either, because Cody Rhodes came to the ring and kick off this week's episode of SmackDown. The fans went crazy, and the absolute best bit is when we get to his theme song and everyone goes, whoa! I mean, it's getting louder every week. He also said that he thinks Roman Reigns is the best champion in sports and sports entertainment. I've been thinking about that all morning and no, it doesn't make any sense. But actually, he's not here to address the tribal chief because he wants to talk to Kevin Owens. Now, as he has said his name, KO did appear. That's just what happens with wrestlers. But before they could get into it, the American Nightmare was like, there's an extra individual we also need out here. He called out Sami Zayn. And honestly, that's why I'm wearing this t-shirt today, warm and fuzzy in my tum-tum, because I could feel it firing up. I mean, I had all the emotions here, including greed, which doesn't make any sense. Is that even an emotion? I don't know. When Cody was like, listen, Kevin Owens, I'm going to pull back the curtain here. I have all the love and respect for you in the world, because when I left WWE years ago, I didn't know what I was doing, but you introduced me to some friends, which set me on the path. Yes, just in case you don't know, he was referring to the Young Bucks. Do the dance of joy. The point is, Rhodes now.
Now, for me, I gotta start thinking like, it's getting to the point where they need to start having some W's for these two. Really, Santos, I don't know what's going on. I know he's trying to become a face a little bit, but can't really do anything if you keep losing. So you just throw in some W's.
So somebody must have called up WWE and said, listen, we need to make that bald a-hole feel good.
Nope, I was waiting for that. Not gonna let that happen. Yep. So this time I'm prepared. You guys can't see that one. I can. Skip the day. Let's get back to thing that matters.
Everything he's ever done was for his family. And also, Dom, let's not pretend that you didn't use the Mysterio name to your advantage. How many times did you get in trouble and then was all like, oh, I'm Mysterio? And all of a sudden you were free again. I mean, that's also the reason he's a WWE superstar. Now, don't get me wrong. If Rey Mysterio was my dad, I'd be like, listen, Pops, I want to be a superstar. Then I'd be a superstar.
Well, same thing can be said about Ray, by the way. If you know his background, that's not his. Well, it is his real name now, but hey, buddy, hey, buddy, yo, buddy, yo, buddy, you want to talk? You want to talk? Yo, buddy, did your daddy give you that name? Like, legitimately? Did your daddy give you that name legitimately? Like, he had to give over his identity to you? Like, bro, no one took you seriously until he did it? No, yes, all by all means, he did take it and do what he's supposed to do with it. I ain't gonna lie. Hands up, you can see it. Yeah. I'm not going to disrespect Rey Mysterio. But come on, bro. And you're not seeing your son as an actual competitor. That's kind of disrespectful. Like, still to this day, like, at some point, Dominic better say, like, brah, I'm a damn superstar. You gotta put me out there and actually wrestle me like a man. Eddie did it with Chavo multiple times. Be damned if he ain't gonna treat me the same. Sometimes you gotta get that. That's the only way I believe that Rey Mysterio will actually do it.
I then got Super Sad 9000 that Dom probably wasn't going to be at the Hall of Fame.
You see, girl, this is the reason why I said we do this. Because he's actually got that wrong. He did state that this was going to be for the potential of a tag team title match. Right? Tag team titles. So the men got one, it's going to be for the tag team titles. And the women got one also, so it should lead to the tag titles. But you know how these contenders matches go. Sometimes you have them. If it comes to fruition, sometimes it don't. I mean, she's a Flair. What you think she's leaning into?
Beat the man, you gotta beat the man.
In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. Something her good old dad said. In order to be a star, you got to beat the star. Just saying. Perfect timing, wasn't it? I mean,
I remember you saying, I won't forget the life jackets.
Who talks like that?
You apparently.
huh. Tried it again too, huh? They keep trying me. But yeah, like I was saying, pretty good. You know, now they could allow Charlotte Flair to win still, and Rhea Ripley still be good.
No, can't do that.
No, it's still a possibility because you know the reason why. You know what they're gonna do. Probably have a instead of win at WrestleMania, win at Backlash.
No, you want her to win right then and there.
You know, try to do a fake out, make people think that Rhea Ripley wasn't meant to win, and everyone, oh, you were wrong. You thought that they were gonna Rhea Ripley was gonna win at WrestleMania. Yeah, right. And then have people talking shit just for Backlash to show up, and she wanted to win it anyway.
No, you're gonna have Rhea Ripley win right then and there.
I know the whole kiss thing. Keep it stupid simple is the whole premise of it. And sometimes you got to, but hey, it's not an impossibility. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
Don't exist. And this performance was just terrific because he was
Girl, you're playing the game. Didn't this something like this happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, it did. It was Xavier Woods taking on. Actually, it was LA Knight
No.
because it was New Day taking on. Oh no, you was listening to it online. That's the thing. Sorry about that, but she was listening to it online. But the in the story
mode.
In the story mode, you're take the New Day
takes on one of the
takes on someone creative player in LA Knight because it is LA Knight because of LA Knight because Kofi, I think Xavier Woods is on the cover of the game. Basically, New Day, LA Knight, cover of the game. So instead of doing that, they did Xavier Woods, LA Knight, because he beat him up in the game.
He was using basically it was Xavier Woods and someone else playing the 2K game, and LA Knight came walking through like that's the only way you're gonna beat LA Knight, and
Yeah, the only way you beat LA Knight is in the game.
Xavier Woods said, "Okay, whatever,
whatever, okay, whatever you want.
Well, I'll show you.
I'll show you. Let's go to the ring." Pretty much the same gimmick that's going on in the game happening in real life. That's not surprising though, because they do that stuff a lot, where they take some premises from the game and try to bring it to reality. Hold on, girl. You ain't going to sleep yet. This is the reason why I love LA Knight. I really do. Because I would do the same motherfucking shit. You know what, Ray? I can give your kid the beating that you need to give him. Don't worry. I'll do it on your behalf. Now, a number of people who didn't already see that this was going to be a triple threat match, especially after the whole 2 referee thing. I'm pretty sure you did. If you didn't, I don't see how you could. This is again the whole thing with Kiss. Keep it stupid simple. Just do it. The fans see it coming a mile away. The sports writers see it coming a mile away. Everyone see it coming a mile away. Still do it anyway. For me, I really think that Gunther definitely needs to lose the title, and I will put it on Sheamus. Have Sheamus have his triple crown. He'd be the ultimate triple crown because he won all the belts. Believe it or not, that the men can hold, other than the Intercontinental. Allow it to happen. He pins none other than, of course, Drew McIntyre. Allowing Gunther to still be saved. He's mad about it. He comes back. That's when Gunther actually gets a qualified loss to Sheamus at Backlash. Or you have Drew McIntyre taking on Sheamus at Backlash for the title, and again he loses. Pretty good. We talked about this earlier, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the point where I was like, yeah, we need to. They need to do more better, maneuvers and that, making it that damn obvious. You could have had Jimmy go at the Sami Zayn, still beat up on him, while Jay is looking at the ramp, and this would could have been
not just at the ramp, but looking all around.
Yeah, looking all around. Or like I said, who could have been at the ramp? It could have been, and that's when Kevin Owens, after taking so much time, does come down and beats the hell out of Jay, give him a stunner while Jimmy's still beating up on Sammy, not even knowing what's going on. By the time he realizes he's already getting L'd out, play Batman games, this type of thing. He takes him out one at a time silently. Comes out there, bam, straight up super kicks Jay, and then comes in the ring, start turning Jimmy around, stun him, boom. Something like that. Cut him off guard, but make it look like they actually, trying to look around for him.
Mm-hmm.
Massive reaction, and I bought in so much. I was like, oh my gosh,
Yes, pretty much. There you go. That's how it ended, right? I'm going to stop sharing right there. Pretty much that's how it went. There you go. Come. See it up. I'm sorry because she's got to go to work at night. I've been trying to tell you guys that on a podcast. If you listen in to the podcast, there's a reason why she all curled up like that. But yeah, pretty much that's how it was. That's been the week of wrestling right there for you guys. If you've been pay attention in and whatnot. If you're not, you look in later on. But pretty much that's how it goes. Just pretty good. We got the links to the podcast available on there. This is where we do the wrap up as well on there. We're going to do similar to this as well, on there. We're not going to last us 2 hours on there, of course. But we are going to go ahead and try that as well onto the podcast so we can give an update so people who are podcast listeners can still listen in. And we got viewers here. If you want to watch us, we do the viewership here, you know. And I'm going to be doing some of my, you know, not so common sense podcast live streams here as well. You know, this is going to be our little hub for both our, you know, podcasts. We're doing the live versions of it. So we're going to have our weekly wrestling podcast here, and I'll be doing not so common sense podcast here as well. So anyway, this is going to be where we end the podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, share the podcast. Again, the links to our podcast is right there on YouTube. Just click on it, and there you go. Anyway, later, guys. And there.